Hello everybody, this is the UltimaSash, about to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Why 2? Why not start off for 1? Because I was always better at 2 than 1. Anyway, first off, never do Sonic and Tails. There's a reason for that. Always do Sonic alone. I'm especially doing Sonic alone for this run because I really want to get the Ultimate Master Emeralds. Chaos Emeralds, there we go. I mean, first off, those damn coconuts. That's what they're called, by the way, they're called coconuts. Why? Because they're coconuts. Anyway, going after the Chaos Emeralds. So, I'm going with Sonic alone. The reason why you don't want to do with Sonic and Tails is because, for some reason they thought, well, for a good reason, the coin values that are required for the Chaos Emeralds are actually higher when you're doing Sonic and Tails. And there's because you can. The reason for that is, okay, I thought I was glitching the wall for a second. The reason for that is because Tails can actually collect coins with you. So they actually raised up the coin amounts for that. However, they didn't account for Tails' terrible AI. And what I mean by AI is that he doesn't have any. I'm serious, he'll follow you around and he'll always be a delayed version of you. Trying to get the spin jump. You want to call it that. Anyways, see, I have 73 rings. I'm going to go through this checkpoint post here. Jump into these stars. Going to get my first emerald. You're going to notice that only 30 rings as opposed to 50 rings, I think. 50 or 40, I believe, that you have to have if you're Sonic and Tails. I think the coin limit is actually smaller if you're just Tails alone. But it's actually significantly easier to do with just Sonic than if you have Sonic and Tails. Despite the fact you get more rings, the coin counter is much higher than it used to be. Oh, I thought it was going to be on the other side. I rarely go after all the Chaos Emeralds just because I don't really like Super Sonic that much. I'd rather be always going toward 100 rings than slowly depleting ring after 50. So now the limit's 1 to 30 rings. I have 100 now, so well, just a little bit more than that. I was doing a test playthrough of this with Sonic and Tails. That was my worst mistake ever for a test playthrough. Also had like a lot of glitches happen to me, so hopefully that doesn't happen now. Anyway, we got the first Chaos Emerald with just Sonic. I mean, it's possible to do this with Tails as well, but with Sonic and Tails specifically. But after the 4th or 5th Chaos Emerald, you're going to start hating Tails. Trust me, you will. Speed shoes for no real reason. Alright, got the rings there. There's a invisibility box up there that you don't really need. Yeah, so you don't need, but you don't really need much. You don't really need the Chaos Emeralds here either. Just trying. Oh, what the? Wait, what? What happened? I fell to my death. Why? Why? There was emulation, folks. Anyway. Go. Yeah, top loop. I don't know. Rings, and spin jumps, because I can. This is gonna be more difficult. This is gonna be the more difficult route then. Up here. Actually, don't know where all the. Screw you, coconut. I was gonna say that, but. Spin dash and jump. Okay, got it. Cycles, come here, give me an emerald. By the way, it is possible to get all 7 emeralds within the first zone, as in the first 2 stages of Emerald Hill. And we got the 2nd emerald, and this is when they actually start introducing the hazard spheres, I suppose you'd call them. Yeah, my voice is not really doing me any justice today. Anyway, do you want to avoid those, these things right here. These little things right there. Those, black and red orbs. Because they will actually cause you to take damage, and you will lose rings because of that. So just don't even try with them. Anyways, these special scissors usually have a special powder to them. I don't like the second stage so much as I like the third one, mainly because the third one has a better pattern. Let's film to that, by the way. Also, I can point out that this is one of the first times you would actually see 3D in home consoles. I wouldn't say the first time, but this is definitely a step forward for the, especially for Sonic the Hedgehog, because it's 3D in the Sonic game, and this is the first time they actually did it, and it's actually good. We'll get into that later, hopefully, if this channel doesn't go dead. I was supposed to go. Wait, I was supposed to go up, wasn't I? Okay, yeah, I was supposed to go up, but I wasn't supposed to hit that spring. And I'm still in the ball form. Great. Okay. Made it. I'm gonna boss it up. I could use second hoop, whatever. Okay. I was supposed to hit that spring. There we go. In 2 rings. There should be no. Missed it again. There we go. You have to do this platforming stuff for more rings. And I have to keep this. See that signpost for later. Because I can. Once again, I'm going to try to go for all the emeralds. Probably not going to happen now. Because, despite the fact that there are multiple signposts just about everywhere, you usually don't get too many. You usually don't see too many of them after. Zone. What zone is it? I think it's actually specifically. I don't know. I know I don't usually find them in Oil Ocean Zone, but. Maybe this will be the playthrough to prove me wrong. Now 49 rings there. I love this game. Emerald Zone 2. Emerald Hill Zone. Stage 2, there we go. Oh wait, this... okay. I usually hit that coconut on my way down, and it bothers... I get hit by the spikes! Let's see, Speed Shoes, come here. Okay, collecting ring is collecting. By the way, those shark enemies, I forget what they're called. Oh, I only really committed the name of the coconuts to memory because they're such a freaking annoyance. But anyways, those shark enemies, I suppose I'm going to call them for now. From now on, they can be a bit of a pain, especially when I was doing a test playthrough of this, and the fact that I was in a ball form, I got hit. I actually took damage. Okay. I was actually jumping down onto them, and for some reason, and just ignored the fact that I was in my defensive. Anyway, got up here. Screen. Okay. Emerald number 3. Better than the second stage, the second emerald stage. I don't know what color it is. I never commit the colors to memory, like which color emerald you get next. I never commit that to memory for whatever reason. I guess I just never cared that much. Yeah, you can see I like this pattern more than stage 2 because it actually is somewhat consistent, and it's actually pretty fun to actually go up these tubular slopes. Ah! Okay. I wouldn't have got hit right there. But I like the third stage more than second stage just because of the tubular madness that is this stage. And it's actually pretty simple right here because you just have to jump. Avoid those black and red orbs. Those obstacles. You don't have to do anything right here because they just give rings to you for no reason. Ah! Okay, got the rings. 160, so I need 43 left, or less than 40 now. Ah, rings, 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 jump. Rings, 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 jump. Rings, 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 jump. Commentary, folks. This is supposed to reduce sound too. Ooh, okay. Come to me, my precious red emerald. With all the monotone in the world. So now we have 3 of the 7 emeralds, and I'm probably I'm probably gonna stop after the 5th one, just because I'm terrible at this game actually. I'm less playing a game I'm terrible at. Yeah, let that sink in. No, shark knees, good, because those things will just. I didn't mean to do that. I swear. I hate that. I'm pretty sure if I go to the other side, I wouldn't know where that is. Where the entrance to that side of the thing is. Thing. Comment. Stupid. I bet it's because I'm using the emulator. Nope, I can still use Batnet bouncing. That'll be the one thing I'll be able to keep. Okay, this is a cave I don't know how to get into. I don't know why I don't know how to get into it, but... Dash! Dash, Sonic, dash! Get those rings. And the emeralds too, if you're good enough at it. Don't get me wrong, I can definitely get like 100 plus rings. It's the emeralds that I have trouble getting. And was that a... I got this ring box here. And oh, I'm not falling into your devious plots again, bug enemy. I think I can. How did I? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna try that anymore. It's gonna be higher than that. Well, whatever. No! Screw you. By the way, I've looked up some speedruns for this, and I'm trying to use spin jump, dash jump, whatever you want to call it. This is the 4th emerald, and I love the white. The white and the gray and the darker gray. This stage isn't too bad. Anyways, I was looking up the, get those rings, okay. Just avoid everything. Okay. Okay, speed strats. You can, apparently the spin dash works as though for every time you rev it up, you get, like, there's a max speed. Every time you rev it up, you get closer to max speed by I think about like 20%. And for every frame that you do not rev up, it goes down for like a 1.2% I think it was. So essentially what you have to do is rev it up like 6 times I believe. At least. I didn't have enough coins. I didn't have coins. This is Mario. I need more rings. Anyways, I was... So... Spin jump. I'm terrible at commentary, if you haven't already guessed. But spin jump. spin dash, as to say. It's not exactly a spin jump. If you... So with the speculations, conditions, it means that you have to, release a spin dash to the frame that you rev up last. So it's supposed to get 100% speed, but it's generally not probable because you have to release on the same frame you rev. That's kind of difficult. By the way, that was the first botany battle, and he was that was easy, to say the least. But this is the first zone, so that's the easy. What I didn't show off is that if you if Mr. Buckney there or Eggman off screens before you're able to deliver the finishing blow, when he reappears on the screen, the drill that's in the front of his car will actually shoot forward. So if you're not prepared for that, then you're going to take a hit. Like if you're just like waiting at the side of the screen there, you will take a hit, and you probably won't have time to react. Anyway, Chemical Plant second zone, first stage. There we go. Absolutely love this zone, just for the music. In fact, I love this Sonic 2 soundtrack in general. Also love the remix that they had in Genesis, both the stage and the music. Yeah, so you can go really fast in this zone. So fast you can actually clip into the loops. And that's happened to me multiple times. You'll probably get it most when you're in your ball form, you know, when you're rolling like this. But the first stage is very short, especially if you know, especially if you take the top path, you can just like ride it around for entirety. That was a minute and 11 seconds, by the way, and there's a speed strat that's just really finicky. I don't actually know what mechanic goes into the system or how it's performed, but actually having it work is pretty finicky. No, you're not gonna hit me this time around. Here's the fun part of stage 2. Just this really long ramp, and it shoots you upward. And there's an extra life right here. If you did not get that ramp, or if you didn't make it up on your first attempt, you'll be forced to go a longer path. Not exactly a longer path, but you have to spend time actually make it up to this point. As opposed to the first stage. The second stage is actually a bit more linear. And what I mean by that is that the path is more or less only one path. As opposed to like the 2 or 3 paths that's in the first stage. Okay, I should not be in this wall form. Also, did I miss anything? I missed a ring box. There we go. Only 1 ring left until 100 rings, in which you get an extra life. And by the way, this is actually the beginning of the stage, because that's the long ramp that I just passed. Okay, I'm in the ball farm. This is very... Okay, good. Also, signpost here. Maybe I can go ahead and get that damn fourth Chaos Emerald. Thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog, for making the Sonic franchise a little too edgy. Anyway, we're back in this stage. Hope I have to get all those last 4 rings. That I missed the first time around. Those damn 4 rings. It's not like this is a very difficult stage either, it's just that this is a bit more fast-paced opposed to the other stages. Oh man, if we ever get to the 7th stage, you guys are gonna like this. Okay. Okay, I can use the invincibility. Anyway, got those rings. Now I need another 35 rings. Nope. Nope. Yeah, usually if you see the camera, I say camera, but if you see yourself looking at toward one side of the tube more so than the other, that's usually where the rings will pop in. Did I get the Chaos Emerald? Yes, I did. Yeah, it's the pink one. It's the these are all fruit gushers, by the way. The pink one is I don't know what it is. No, the red one's cherry. The purple one is probably grape. The blue one is probably blue raspberry or so. Anyway, since you can only get that signpost in particular if you don't go the top route, you can, yeah, you can actually skip quite a bit of this, the waiting of stage 2. Chemical plant stage 2 with the ominous pink liquid, and you can actually risk drowning. Yes. Ah, okay. I thought I was gonna be squished. It's actually possible to drown due to a misconception when the games were being developed, where it was believed that hedgehogs can drown. You can actually drown, and you set that timer. If that reaches 0, I think it's like 0 in like another second or so, Sonic will drown and will lose his life regardless of how many rings he has. By the way, these tiles, they're traps. If you're going fast enough, you will actually completely skip them, but it's more or less foreshadowing what you have to deal with in the future. It's nice, another signpost there, but if you're going the speed that it was implying, you'll probably just like miss the emerald anyway. By the way, that place right, if you were to fall down right here, you'd actually reach a bottomless pit, despite the fact that right beneath it, you know that there's a there's something below that. It's treated as a bottomless pit. So it's right here, in fact. If you were to fall past the pink liquid in here, it's considered as a bottomless pit. By the way, that was the second Eggman battle, or Robotnik, whichever you want to call for Sonic 2. Once again, easy, but can give you more trouble if you don't know what the if you don't know what's going on. There you go.